John Tschohl has been dubbed by Time magazine the guru of customer service and has spent a life studying customer service. John, welcome to TechCrunch TV.
Thank you very much.
John, you have a very radical and in some perhaps ways harsh take on the current crisis at Netflix. Why do you argue that Reed Hastings deserves everything that he gets now?
I think he was reading too much of his own publicity, and I think the cover story in Fortune magazine went to his head, and he thought he was bigger than life, and they believed their own baloney, and they forgot about the voice of the customer. When you forget about the customer, you can lose everything. And they are on a suicide watch. They've lost $12 billion in market value in 90 days. And they don't understand what they've done. There is no mea culpa. There's no reversal. There's no way they're ever going to regain the market value they have. And what's worse is the CEO, the management team, and the board of directors are in denial.
But John, Netflix has brought millions of families in America great joy. All they did was raise the prices on their product a few dollars. They made one mistake.
60%. Come on, this is a bad economy. You don't go 60% and do it in the arrogant way they did it.
But aren't consumers too demanding in this economy? Netflix have never made any mistakes in the past, and one mistake has cost them, as you said, billions of dollars, 800,000 customers. Shouldn't today's particularly internet consumers be more tolerant, be more patient with companies, understanding that everyone's capable of one mistake?
It may be one mistake, but it's a big mistake. A 60% price increase, arrogantly put together. No, they could have reversed it. They could have said a week later, back in July, we made a serious error. We're not going to do it. But 90 days later, the price increase is still there. They made two serious errors when they tried to split the company up. They've already reversed that. I just talked to a person from USA Today. I've been featured in that newspaper quite a bit. And the writer just said he's ready to quit Netflix, because he was involved with, as a subscriber to Netflix. I think they're going to lose another 1 million subscribers. I think the stock is going to go down to maybe $50 a share from $304 on the middle of July. And the problem is that the team and the board of directors still don't know how bad it is and what they caused.
Is there a connection in your mind as the guru of customer service between what's happening to Netflix and what's happening to Research in Motion?
I think that today many companies don't know they're in the customer service business. They think they're in airlines. They think they're in banking. They think they're in streaming a video or in delivery of videos. They don't understand first that you're in the customer experience business. And by the way, you have in London, one of the most customer-driven companies in the world, which is brand new, which is Metro Bank. It opened July 29th last year. They've already got over 45,000 new customers. And it will have between 5 to 10% market share in London within the next 9 years. And it will went from zero. This is the service strategy. Vernon Hill was the co-founder of the bank. He understands better than anybody in the world the customer service strategy is going to go from zero to anywhere between 36 to $50 billion in assets, all within 10 years, from zero. Brand new bank, the first new bank in London in 153 years. Any business that understands the customer experience can have rapid growth regardless of the economy.
John, as I said, this guru of customer service, how confident are you about today's leading technology companies like Google and particularly Facebook, who have also been facing significant customer rebellions?
Well, I think Facebook and Google, which are high technology companies, today the market is very virile. When a guy's unhappy, in the old days he told 5 or 10 friends. Today, because of Facebook, Google, when you got a problem, now it's a matter of 100 people or 1,000 people hearing about it. It is disastrous. So when you make a mistake today, you better be ready to solve the problem within seconds. It better be in favor of the customer. And you better understand that your real objective is to create a customer experience so awesome that the customer feels compelled to tell everybody about it. And a mistake can be fatal in today's place.
Is that true, John, as much for individual brands as companies? If an author is attacked savagely in the media, for example, can they face the destruction of their brand overnight in the same way as companies can be destroyed?
I think so. I teach 4 things for service recovery because all of us, every company, every individual, sometime during the week is going to make a mistake because we're human. However, some of us become very arrogant and we don't ever want to admit that we made a mistake. We don't want to lose face. So there's 4 things I teach that are very simple. Number 1 is act quickly. All this I'm going to talk about has to happen in 60 seconds. 2, take responsibility. 3, be empowered. And 4, compensate. So a business today, when they make a mistake, instead of waiting a week or 3 months to say, I screwed up, we screwed up, you need to say within minutes, we made a mistake. Act quickly, take responsibility, be empowered, and compensate. Give things away that have value in the eyes of the customer, where they say, cool, I hope that happens again. At Netflix, one of the things that they could do for some of the customers that defected is they could say, hey, we're going to give you 3 free months. They could say, we're going to give you the streaming video for 3 months free. There's all sorts of things they could do to keep the customer. But they don't understand the customer experience business. See, another thing that people don't understand with Netflix, they've never been very good at customer service. When you have a problem with Netflix, they don't believe in having humans talk to the customer. That's just internet driven. They don't want you ever talking to humans. Redbox here in the United States is a major competitor. I think it's a better buy, and the customer experience is incredible. And if you have a problem, you call a human 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when they make a mistake, they really mastered service recovery. They're very good at it. They'll give you all sorts of free rentals at no charge. And I'd rate the customer experience at Redbox a 10, and I'd rate Netflix maybe a 2 or a 3.
Doesn't seem as if you're a very likely Netflix customer, John.
I subscribed to them, and I used them, and it was so bad that I canceled my membership, and that's not the bad news. I sold all my stock immediately. I said, I don't want to do anything with a company that does not understand the customer experience.
John, how much more consumer or customer-centric can our economy become without falling in upon itself?
I think there's huge increases, improvements that can be made. I think that there is an absence of customer service throughout the world. I think in the UK, in the US, I think customer service does not exist. It's a myth.
Finally, John, if Reed Hastings is watching this and he called you after watching it and apologized personally, groveled at your feet, offered you not 3 months but 3 years free on Netflix, what would you do?
I'd take the 3 years. I'd accept the apology.
And would you buy the stock back?
No.
No?
I think unless they did, if Netflix today said we made a huge mistake, we are going to increase the price 10%, and we're going to add all this extra stuff, I think they could get by with it. They'd have to have a huge apology. They'd have to give people something of huge value. They'd have to say the streaming video for the next 3 months or 6 months is free. We're going to give you your memberships for the next 2-3 months free. They're going to have to do something to recover 800,000 customers. And when you look at the next financial report, they will probably have lost 1 million more customers. The stock, I estimate, is going to go down to $50 a share from $304 a share around July 17th. Do you realize we're talking $14 billion in market loss because of the ego of Hostings? He doesn't understand the customer experience. He doesn't understand how price is so critical in this marketplace. Now, in the UK, they're entering the UK, and the price is insignificant because everything in the UK is like double in the US. So whatever the price is will be kind of meaningless within the UK marketplace because everything is so bloody expensive. And they can maybe get by with it over there. But I think even in the UK, I don't think you can have a 60% price increase and do it in an arrogant manner and get away with it.
Well, if Reed Hastings is watching, Reed, you need to listen to John Tschohl, the guru of customer service. And John, I want to thank you so much for appearing on TechCrunch TV, and enjoy your movies on the television tonight, but I'm sure they're not coming from Netflix. John, thank you so much.
Thank you much, and I'd love to be on your shows again. Anytime you want to talk about customer experience, please contact me.
Well, behave yourself, John, and we'll have you on again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.